Today I'll be talking about a solution. I know that we have a problem. We have a challenge, I should say, not a problem. See, this is based on this concept. We all know that network marketing sales, that in network marketing sales, I should say, the only way to fail is to quit. And we have been telling people about this during motivation, that if you will quit, you lose, you fail, and therefore winners should not be quitting. But the thing is, people are not really believing with what we say. They are not convinced that this is the fact. Now, so how do we get them to stay involved long enough to start seeing some success in their business and wherever? And this is the big challenge. I know that many of you has already lost your downlines. If you will say no, you're lying, you're not telling the truth. You have lost your downlines already. I have lost my downlines as well. Now, number one reason as identified by experts in network marketing for people quitting the business is that those who are in favor of doing continuous training is that people quit the business because they don't know what to do. Okay? So they stop doing it. The second reason is that people quit the business because they feel they have been lied to. They had been fooled by the person who sponsored them into the business. And that is a sad belief, should I say. It is a sad truth as well, because there is truth behind that one. So tonight I will be talking about a solution which will allow you to retain your people in the business. But what I did was I have to tie this up with the Forever Core. The last time I was here, I already spoke about the Forever Core. The Forever Core concept was introduced in Hong Kong last year in May. And this is the first time actually that Forever ELY Products as a company had come up with this concept, this principle, and it was passed to country managers because this was launched during our country managers meeting. And we were specifically instructed to make this as the basic format of all trainings related to Forever Business. So what is the Forever Core? These are the 4 basic activities that each and every distributor should be master of. You have to master the skills related to these 4 activities. You should be a master recruiter. You should be a master in retention, for retaining people in the organization. You should be masters in developing people in your organization. And you should be masters in teaching people how to increase production in their independent organization. So, unless, see, there is a saying in many books in network marketing that unless you do the necessary thing on a daily basis, like talking to 2 new people every day, and that is recruitment, your business will not grow, your income will not be stable. Now, there is no point in sponsoring a lot of people if you could not retain them in the system. So retention is very important. But how do you keep people in your organization? That is the big question. Now, you just don't sign up people. You have to develop them, develop their skills in recruitment and in retaining their people in the organization. And most of all, they should develop in the marketing plan themselves. They should climb the ladder of success in Forever. And unless you know how to teach those things, you will not also be able to develop your downlines to become successful in this business. Now, see, before you could develop a huge organization, you have to develop people first. Okay? Develop leaders first before you could build a huge organization. See, nobody is exempted from quitters. Nobody is exempted from losing downlines. Nobody. And then if you have mastered all these things, then only production or high volumes in your organization will manifest. It will be realized. I would like to tell you that this year I think I have published the case credits of top distributors in the Middle East. And that includes Kim Madsen doing 7,500. So he is part of the 7,500 club. And next to that is Gloria and Catherine Byrie, who are almost identical in their case credits, 5,000 plus. Edmond was 7,000. Since he did not produce 500 more, he was classified as at the 5,000 level. Although Gloria has more than 5,000 and Catherine Byrie has more than 5,000. So those are the people who are really working hard in their business, and those are indicators that they have high retention rates in their organization. They are able to keep more people in their organization. And that's the only difference between you and them. We're covered by the same marketing plan. We are selling the same products, although you are not selling what we sell. That's the truth. So, and tomorrow I'll give you an update during my motivational speech. Tonight I am not allowed to speak about that. Okay. So, the instruction or the encouragement, or shall I say, the name of the game that has been passed by Navas in September, means UBCT Dubai, was that of all the aspects of this forever core, this one which involves the marketing plan, and this one should be mastered by you as soon as possible. Until the day that you are standing in front of your group and doing presentation, you have not taken responsibility yet of your business. You are not leading yet the organization. And you will never have a sustainable residual income in your business in forever. So, of course, all of us wanted big checks. All of us wanted to earn a lot of money. I was looking at Catherine's income accumulated, while Kim Madsen is earning 2.6 million a month in forever. Catherine is a bit lower. Okay. Lower than Kim Madsen, although she's a double diamond manager, while Kim is only a diamond manager. Reason being that Catherine was not able to retain the number of people that she signed up in the organization. See, I cannot blame her, because in 1997, there was a book published by Mark Yarnell that says, "Go wide fast." Recruit, recruit, recruit. Let the people who doesn't want to stay go. Yeah. And the reality in this business is even managers quit. It's normal. People quit job. People quit marriage and family. People quit school. They quit their hobbies. Sometimes they quit life. They just stop breathing. So they die. So in this industry, quitters are a lot. 80% to 90% of the people you will sign up will quit. So how will you retain them in the organization? This is the reason of my presentation called the $450 solution. Okay? I just developed this last month. Okay? Retention. This is one of those truly great questions that comes up again and again, and there are lots of great ways to answer it. The question is, why do people quit before payday in their business? Yes. And the next question is, how shall we keep them in our organization. How can we stop them from quitting? In 1997, I sponsored 4 people, 4 frontlines. 1 quit after becoming a supervisor. The second one quit after becoming an assistant manager. The third one quit after becoming a senior manager. These 3 people has one thing in common. They are not earning at least $450 a month in their FLT business. If you will multiply this by 3.68, how much will this be in Saudi riyals? Or how much is the dollar to Saudi riyal here?
2,000 riyal.
Huh?
2,000 riyal approximately.
So, do you multiply that by
3.75.
3.75? How much is that in Saudi riyal?
1,700.
So that is your solution. That is your solution. $450. Okay. Now, making sure that your people are motivated by helping them to focus on what their own personal goals are. Making sure that they have the tools they need and know how to use them. Because if this is given, these ones, the $450 will be achieved. Believe it or not, last Tuesday I presented this in Dubai for the second time, because the first time I did this was last Friday during our success day. And I think just the same number of people attended in the beginning. I mean, it increased and increased and increased. And when I was talking about goals, people left the room. And I was talking to one lady in front of me. And I asked her, why did you join Forever Living? And I posed the same question to all of you. Why did you do Forever Living? Why did you join Forever Living? Now, some authors would joke about this. They would say, if your purpose of joining Forever Living or any network marketing business is to buy a brand new refrigerator, please do not do this business. Or even a motorcycle or a bike. Because the minute you achieve that one, you will quit. Huh? That's interesting, and that is also very, very important to know. So, you are there, I know if it is true about you, you're supporting your downline, helping them to focus on what their personal needs are, and yet, they quit on you. They quit on you. It cannot be stopped. Now, you are making sure that their efforts are supported by 3-way calls. Have you done these 3-way calls?
They have made it already before.
You've done it?
Yes.
How often do you do it?
Not usually. Just one.
You do this if you have a new downline. And you cannot be with your downline. Because the first step when you sign up a person is, what do you do? What is the first step? Maybe you have a different method here. What is your first step?
Setting him, follow the system by making his list.
List, okay.
Yes, and then telling him what is the scripts to ask the people to, the invitation, description. And then after that, we are just, before the step of this one, we are training for the product and about the company policy.
Okay.
Before that. And then just let him to invite people to sit together, either in room meeting or one-on-one or two-on-one.
Okay.
That's it.
Who agree with him? Who is in agreement with the system?
Neutral. Neutral.
What neutral?
Some people agree, some people don't agree.
No. Nobody will go to jail if they will say no or
Yes.
not or yes. What I'm trying to find out is who is having a system.
Yes.
Because the reason why the business does not grow in this part of the world is that people are not having a system. By the way, what you have said are theories. Most of them are not facts. I mean, not applied. It is, shall I say, foolish? Permit me to say, it is foolish to tell a brand new person to make a list and tell him to call his prospects. It is foolish. Or shall I say, it's fatal. For a very reason. He doesn't know what to talk about to his prospect. He doesn't know what to say. That is why there is a three-in-one call. Okay? Or three-way call, I should say. So what I do when I make a three-way call is that I dial this number to my downline, and I dial the number of his prospect that I have to talk to. He may be in the other part of the world. In fact, when I did three-way call, one of the person was in the Philippines, one was in Qatar. I was in Dubai. You may say it is expensive, but which one is expensive? If I have to drive or I have to travel to those places, it's much more expensive, right? So, I was able to get through to them to talk about the business because I was using two phones on a three-way call. Why am I talking about three-way call? Because in the beginning, in the first 3 months that you sign up and qualify the person, you should be doing the call. Do it for them. Build their business in 3 months' time. And if the person has a lot of contact, the very least that could happen, if you have the time for him, is for him to achieve manager's position. The very least that will happen is, that could be the best thing that could happen, 3 months' time to become a manager. But the very least that could happen is the person will become a supervisor, and the $450 income is achievable once a person becomes a supervisor. Remember that. So, that is the solution. Now, there are two things that prevent, or which prevent, most network marketers from achieving success. Number one, they don't make $450 per month quickly enough. And their downline distributors also do not make the same amount of money. So as the upline is demotivated, it reflects back, it reflects down, or it filters down to the downline. They get demotivated. I was talking to a lady 2 days ago. She said she did forever living products in the Philippines, and she is in Dubai, so she stopped for a while, and now she wants to do the business, and she's looking for a sponsor, and she wanted me to be her sponsor.
Great.
Why not? And I asked, who is your upline? She said, she's gone. How about the next one? She's also gone. And because of that, she stopped. And now she said, I will do this seriously. So all people are gone. They quit. Yeah. So the probable reason there is that the person, the upline who sponsored that downline, is not making this much money to begin with. It is not much. This kind of money, should I say. So if you're surprised about this, that the possibility that the downline and the upline is not making $450, you're not alone. There are lots of people who are suffering from this situation. Really, how much was your check last month? What? 1 inches? I'm not talking about the length, the height. I was asking you about the figures about money. You cannot measure income by inches. So how much was your check last month?
Maybe when it...
I am not a tax collector. I just want to put an illustration. See, if you're a manager and your business activity is less than 60 cc, you are not doing the minimum business of a manager. Because a manager, by design of the marketing plan, should be doing not less than 120 cc a month. Honestly. 60 is for assistant managers. Okay. And 25 is the business of a supervisor. Those are the benchmark. So less than that, you are not performing to the level of your pin. You better wear the eagle pin, AS, because your business is very less. Okay? Now, the truth is that $450 is the income earning threshold, meaning this is the point of no return. When a person achieves this income, he or she will not quit. You will be able to retain the person in your organization. So, if you don't have this one, you will quit because you don't have a downline. You don't have a downline to build on the business. Now, people who make $450 a month in this business stick around. People who don't make, quit. It is that simple. And the quitting is the #1 enemy of network marketing. It's called attrition. And do you know the rate of attrition worldwide? It will be revealed. Now, see, no one in this profession likes to talk about attrition. You know, some people will tell me, if I ask them, what happened to you? How is your business? I normally would talk to people in the UPLINE. My downlines are sleeping. What shall I do?
Sleep together.
Bring a blanket and cover them. Let them sleep. Let them sleep. Because if you will wake up a person who is asleep, he will be mad at you. You should have endeavored not to work hard with him so that he will not be able to sleep. But you did not, because you yourself is sleeping. Okay? So, nobody wants to talk about this. Instead of saying, "Apply, my downline is quit," they say, "My downline is sleeping." It's already quitting. One month that the person did not do 4cc is as good as the person has quit the business already. Remember that. So, why are not they talking about attrition? Because it is shameful. It undermines the profession's primary positive benefit that we recite in our prospecting routines. And you know the normal routine that you will use? Power, 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 until one moment that they don't have
Power.
They have power failure. See, they will say, you know, it is very easy really to build a business. This is your circle, and you sponsor 10 people, and you are doing the circles, and you say, see, and then this 10 sponsors 10, you have hundreds, and multiply that by 2, that is 200cc, you're already a manager. That is what we say. Now, is that okay? This is not the right thing to say. This is not the reality. It did not consider attrition. Now, do you think you would be successful if you said like this? Successful in retaining people? You sponsor 10, and then 9 will drop out, because this is the reality. And then the one who's left sponsors 10 people, and 9 of them will drop out as well. And then. See, when you tell people, you only need 5. So, no, I have 5. One of my 5 is my brother who doesn't have a job. He should be doing this business. He needs this. Another one in the office is a friend of mine who always borrow money from me. He needs this business. So I already have 2. And 3 more. But, of course, they have 5. But are they the right people? No. You could not even pick 1 from them out of the 5, because it takes 10 to have 1, 10% success rate. Now, this doesn't sound much of a positive, proactive pitch when you do this. Does it? You will agree? It's not very encouraging. But it is the truth, or at least it has been for most network marketers. Telling the truth allows you to set the right expectations for your newly signed up distributor. You'd better be honest enough to tell the truth than to hype a prospect. Because hype doesn't work. it doesn't work. It is not for long term. See, please note that when we say attrition, we are not only talking about the downlines. Those distributors in your organization also, downlines in your organization. We are also talking about you as an individual network marketer. William, in your bonus recap, sorry, William, you're my friend. I know you'll not be upset if I keep on mentioning your name. By the way, I had one distributor in Dubai who I would pick out when I am training, and he got offended, and we had a fight. So really, in your bonus recap, how many people were there last month?
For my direct line or?
No, all. You did not count? You have a very big scene in network marketing. The reason why you are provided with a bonus recap is not only to tell you how much sales was there. The reason why you are provided with a bonus recap is to tell you that you have people who need your appreciation and your help. And you did not even bother to call them and say, Distributor X, thank you very much for doing a lot in your forever business last month. I have seen your purchases in my bonus recap. Can we meet for a cup of coffee so that you can pay? That's wrong. So that I can at least say thank you to you. If you're not doing this, you are committing a very big sin in network marketing. And this is the reason why you are not retaining people in your organization. You are not bonded with them. You are not connected with them. You are not partnering with them. Don't be a stranger to your downlines. You should be the most popular person as far as your downlines are concerned. And you can only win them when you are always there to help them. So, attrition is common. Statistically, attrition rates in network marketing average from about 80 to 90% per year. 80 to 90% per year. And active distributors would stay in a company only for, on the average, 5 years. After 5 years, they quit. People, as they change job, they change network marketing company. See, we cannot buy loyalty, we cannot buy the heart of a person. Okay? Now, it means that 8 or 9 out of every 10 distributors drop out in their organizations. 9 out of 10. And in fact, most of it quit the entire network marketing industry within 1 year or less upon signing up. Now, the reality is that it's not different compared to mainstream business that has been started, where 8 or 9 out of 10 new businesses fail within the first year of operation. Believe it or not, see, in spite of the fact that franchising is very, very popular. Not too many people talk a lot about franchising, that this is the average. 7 out of 10 close on the 3rd year of operation. Sometimes they could not even reach the 3rd year. And we're talking about franchise business like McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the rest of them. Now, our business is called People's Franchise. People's Franchise. Why do we call this People's Franchise? Because by design, it is like it is a franchise business. In the sense that you can use the brand, you are being trained how to do it, you are selling the same products as the other. See, in McDonald's, anywhere in the world, when you enter the restaurant, where will you find the fryer? In the left or on the right? It's on the left side. Anywhere you go in the world, you will see that the fryer is on the left side. And anywhere in the world, except Asia, wherein they put chili in the hamburger, the taste of hamburger is the same. Why am I explaining this? Because this is similar to our business. We are selling the same products. We are covered by the same bonus structure. By the way, every franchisee of McDonald's, I mean, every restaurant that opens worldwide, McDonald's USA is getting 5% commission month after month after month. Now consider a distributor you sign up as one McDonald's outlet. And to start a McDonald's franchise, you have to go to the United States to learn how to cook hamburger. Regardless of your status in the business, you are the owner, you invested hundreds of thousands of dollars, yet you are required to learn how to cook hamburger. Because that is how this operates. And as I said earlier, every person that you sign up is like a profit center. Or you may call it, in our example for now, a McDonald's outlet. Okay? So, this is the statistics. Do not be surprised. That is the truth. Now, what really hurts people is that an 80 to 90% attrition rate means 80 to 90% of all their efforts, as well as the efforts of the downline organization, are lost as much as you try to keep them. And the bad thing is, sometimes they go to another networking company. That hurts. That hurts us. Okay? This means sponsoring numbers, sponsoring numbers of folks in your organization only to have them leave before they had the chance to be successful. And again, in motivational talks they say, you have to want it badly enough if you want to succeed, because success is not a gift, it is a choice. But my question is, were you part of the failure of the person? Or another question is, did you intend to contribute something so that the person will achieve success? If the answer is an honest no, then you deserve to have people who have left you because you were not good enough in supporting them. Now, as Dale Maloney says, he is an author, the problem with most network marketers is that they quit before payday. But what causes the high dropout rate, and what can we do about this? So why do they quit? Imagine you applied for a job, before payday at the end of the month you quit. Is that a good thing to do? That's very bad. The question here is, what can we do about it? An open-ended question like that, as above, or as previously in the slide, and you're bound to get long equally open-ended answers as well. There are lots of answers to that question, but not all of them are valid enough. See, CEOs of companies and master distributors alike have given us all sorts of philosophies on why distributors leave our profession. There is one that I truly believe is true. People quit in this business because they were not trained enough what to do. One author said, people who came to attend the first meeting and qualified to be a distributor are people who are not lazy. It's because uplines are thinking, my downlines are very lazy. No, they are not lazy. In the first place, when they decided to be involved, they invested some equity, money, time, talent, and treasure. They are not lazy now. The truth is, the reason why they are not there is that they do not know what to do. So it has something to do about the how to. You don't give them enough knowledge. Okay? Now, I'll mention some of those reasons as I move on, but to find the brutal fact let's rephrase the question. At what point do network marketers not drop out of their organization? In other words, what will keep them in the business? Specifically, many dollars, how many dollars per month in terms of bonuses does a network marketer have to earn before a high percentage, say 90%, do not drop out? Imagine 95% are still there. That is an amazing thing that you can achieve. Okay? For some, it will be a dream. Okay? Now, most network marketers, when interviewed, they answered, people will not quit the business if they start earning $300 to $450 per month. Sustain for at least 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. So please remember this too. You can only keep your people in the organization if they start earning $300 to $450 per month for at least 3 months upon qualifying as a distributor. And when are they supposed to make this amount? 6 to 9 months is best, but with 1 year being the longest time allotted, if your distributor is still there for the next 12 months, that is an indication that the person is really willing to succeed, but he is not having a break, and you really have to work hard with that person. Because the principle of Randy Gates is that I will not quit on my downline who will not quit in themselves. Because he said, this network marketing business is like a game of chess. You are on the other side of the table, I'm here, this is the chessboard. You make your move, I make the move. You don't make a move, I will not make a move. That is what Randy Gates postulated or theorized. So, 6 to 9 months. But we say, we tell people, we tell our newly recruited person, you should be manager in 3 months. Okay? It is achievable, it is not a big lie, it is achievable. Many people become manager in 3 months. It is very, very possible. But six months is alright. 6 to 9 months. Now, and what if these people will not achieve the threshold income? They will leave the organization at the rate of 80 to 90% per year. But if they achieve, they will stay on board and usually become even more successful. And this law is true for you, the individual distributor, just as it is true for your downline or a group of individual distributors just like you. So, to retain people, have yourself as an upline if you are a new person. And each of your downlines achieve $450 or more per month in bonus compensation within 6 to 9 months. And you and them will stay in the organization and produce. Okay? And by the way, this does not include the retail profits. It is only about your bonus on a form of a check. And your downline also will be certain to stay the course if you teach them the truth about this business to them. Okay? So why don't most network marketers ever get to the $450 per month? Why? What's the answer? One reason, poor prospecting, poor sponsoring, and lack of knowledge about this profession and how network marketing sales really works, which leads to unrealistic expectation or expectations. This is the main reason why people are not achieving the level of income in forever. The way you prospect and sponsor each individual into your program sets up their expectation for success or failure. Okay? This is the truth. A common approach to prospecting sponsoring is the pie in the sky, or the hype, or the promise of a get rich quick scheme. And you tell people, you know, once you sign up and you recruit a lot of people, you don't have to work with them. You can enjoy your time in the beach. This is normal. But this is not the truth. Because it sets the wrong expectation. This method can set up your new distributor for failure almost immediately. Because the truth is, 98% of all network marketers do not even, or have not even been to the beach. Or are earning enough money, okay? This creates a lottery mentality that in turn creates delusion or confusion or delusional dreams about what this business has to offer, and then that causes them to quit. So do not set up your downlines to quit. Set them up to stay. So with this style of prospecting sponsoring, even if the distributor did reach, see what's the difference here. Even if they achieve $450 per month, they probably feel like big failures because they were expecting to make $45,000 or 6.2 million like the income of Kimatse. And you did not tell them the reality that in the beginning, this is what they should expect. The right expectation sets up people for the right course of action and the right kind of motivation. Wrong expectation discourages people. We have a common misconception in this business that $450 is such a small potato. We feel that we cannot attract people, but no, it's alright. It's not even worth mentioning. It's so much chopped liver. Okay? Now, there's an author named Big Al, or Thomas Crichton. And he relates a wonderful story about a man who came into network marketing with the goal of earning or making $450 a month only. The person knows what he wants. He wants only an extra $450. He is not looking for $10,000 or $20,000 a month. Just $450 a month. So the man achieved that goal fairly easily and stayed at that $450 income level for several years. And this did not impress Thomas Crichton because he is very, very successful in this industry. To him, this is really gasoline allowance, if you may call it, not even. So he asked the person what made him stay in the business. When the fact is he's not earning $4,500, he's only earning $450. Why did the person stay in the business? The man told Thomas Crichton that he took his initial $450 and accelerated the payment of his mortgage that he used to build the house. And he was able to pay his mortgage in a very short period of time. Okay. Now when he said, this is the property that has been paid. He's still earning $450. What will he do? He rented this house, and since he already had an extra $450 because he's not paying any mortgage, he combined the income and purchased another house. And that house is for rent. And so on and so forth. Okay? So, what happened in the end? This guy stayed in the system. Okay? Oh, and mixed up in here. Let us skip this one. See, the problem in this industry is the big lie that we talk to people. It's the big lie. Okay? You will tell your prospect, you won't have to work for a living anymore. You can become a millionaire like our upline. And you would show the photocopy of the check, and people get excited. And you will tell people, network marketing is the answer to all your financial woes. Network marketing can fulfill your dreams. This is not a big lie. In most cases, in fact, this is true. But if you set the wrong expectation, people will be discouraged. So you better play it on the safe side. When I joined Forever Living Products, nobody was teaching me what to do. The only reason why I joined Forever is I want to earn at least $1,000 a month in this business. 50,000 pesos, about $1,500. It was so easy. And I even blame myself, why did I wish for 1,500 only? Because in my third year in Forever, I was registered as the 125th millionaire in Forever Living Products Philippines. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I surpassed my expectation. I was not disappointed. I was not discouraged. Contrary to that, if my upline told me, you should earn $50,000 in this business, and I only have that much, I will be disappointed. You see, the disappointment, and this is the truth, is not in me, it was in my wife. When I signed up in 1997, I don't have money. I was on a vacation. And we sold one piece of property to pay for our bank loan in the Philippines. And out of that sale, which was 250,000 pesos in 1997, what was left was 18,000 pesos, which is in the position of my wife. So the next day, I attended a presentation in Forever, and I decided to join. But the selection of products that I wanted to buy would cost 18,000 pesos. And I said to my wife, give me the 18,000. I don't have money. I saw it yesterday. You have money. Give it to me. What will you do with this? I will join Forever Living Products, and I will bring the business to Abu Dhabi. Because I promised her, if I will be successful, if I am a manager and I'm earning at least 50,000 pesos, because I could only remit to her 30,000 a month, I said, I will go home. So, she gave the money. I purchased the Kumupak, I purchased the body toning kit, I purchased the floor Divans kit. I went to Abu Dhabi after 2 days. So, when the 15th of that month, in July 1997 came, I called my wife very, very excited. I called her, how much was our check yesterday? Because today is the 15th, 16th, I called her. She was very angry. She said, you can afford to spend money in long distance call? Do you know that your check is 18,000 dirhams? And she put down the phone on me. I called her again. She said, stop calling me, that was our bonus, 18,000 dirhams. Now if I ask people with the new marketing plan, the NDP, the first check is more than that. So my wife was expecting more, but I earned less. But I continued. So, after 6 months, I became a manager. And then I became a manager. The highest check that I had from the Philippines was 120,000 pesos. And it continued for a while. So one day, my wife called me and said, I am scared. Why? She said, we are already posted as millionaires in the bulletin board. I said, you are scared to have money? And then, after another couple of months, he called me and said, we have a brand new car. Did you obtain a loan from the bank? She said, no, I paid cash from Forever. So, my little expectation was surpassed. And because it was surpassed, I was much more willing to stay in the business than quit. Thanks God, I do not have an upline who promised me the moon, only to land in the desert. Okay? So that is the question there. Instead of hyping, like, see, network marketing sales can offer you greater time freedom. Now, you have to tell this instead of the hype. Tell your prospect that, see, network marketing sales can offer you greater time freedom, as you can work this business anywhere, anytime you choose. This is what I really tell people. What do you do? I am in a large volume marketing business. Where is your address? My answer to that question is, where I stand, my address is there. And they will ask for more. Why is that? Because my office is virtual. I don't have to maintain inventory. I don't have to pay overheads. I don't pay salaries to people. I don't have to hire an accountant. I don't have to hire a PRO for my product approvals. But I am doing my business worldwide. And I am in a large volume network marketing business, or a large volume direct selling business. That is what I say. So, you can also say you can achieve a part-time or full-time income that can supplement or replace your current source of income, making enough in a few hours a week to pay for your car loan if you have, the college education of your children, etc., etc. But do not overpromise, because the disappointment of people is what makes them quit the business. They feel they have been cheated, they feel they have been lied to. But your intention was not to lie to them. You just picked up the hype from someone else that has been circulating in the industry for more than 30 years now. That is why some people think that our business is haram. Yeah, because we promised the moon and the stars. And they found themselves in the desert. So, when we link to the prospects why, for the reason, these statements can set a value in the opportunity, and yet don't create a realistic expectation for what this business has to offer. So going back to my story, that when I presented this in Dubai, two ladies cried. Sitting there, they're crying. And I approached the other lady who was crying and asked her, why are you crying? She could not answer. She was in tears. And I asked her, how long have you been here in Dubai? She said, 5 years. I think she's working in a hospital. And I said, why are you crying? She said, I miss my child. I want her to be with me, but she is in the Philippines. And I told her, would you like to be with your child at least 2 years from now? She said, yes. Let us do this. That is possible in forever. And mark my word, I told her, I am here to help you. She's not my direct, I don't know, she's in the line of Julius, under Edmond. Okay? Yeah, and it's a cross line, but I am the country manager, I have to help everybody. I told her, what I can promise you is that if you will follow my system, you can achieve an income wherein it will allow you to not only to bring your baby, but even to bring your husband on a visa. Because your income in forever will be enough to support a family here in Dubai. See? So that is her why. That is why in the beginning I asked you, why did you join Forever Living? If you join Forever Living because you have, dandruff and falling hair, it is not a good reason. It is not enough. Because after a couple of months, your dandruff will be gone and your falling hair will stop. Okay? So and if you want to buy a refrigerator, do not join Forever Living. Because very easily after 2 months you can buy a brand new refrigerator. I just purchased a new refrigerator last week. Now, so with the right statement during presentation, in the plan of recruiting a person, this is the statement. Do not hide, talk about reality, and then bring in the $450 solution. Okay? That's the solution. Now, what would happen if you told your downline or told yourself that the first step to network marketing success is to get to that $450 a month level within 6 to 9 months, or maybe a year, if that is what you can fulfill? So what happens to your expectation now? What would happen if you told them the real truth about this business? See, when a distributor reaches a monthly compensation bonus of $450 per month, he or she will not drop out. This is the point of no return. There is no turning back. When they get to 450, you and your organization must recognize and acknowledge their level of achievement. After all, in this recognition business, as we will be doing tomorrow, $450 a month is the rite of passage. This is the point of no return. This is like being a child going to adulthood. There is no turning back. You cannot return to being a child. So, how many will be recognized tomorrow as supervisors? Do you have the list? Omar, how many supervisors do we have tomorrow for recognition? Did you see the list? It's with Ernest. Yeah. Can you ask him? Thank you. See, when you celebrate the point of no return for a distributor, you are setting up a great expectation for your entire group. Imagine for a moment that you told your downline that the amount necessary to achieve the no going back level was 2,000, and they ended up earning 450. They will be disappointed. I have seen an accountant in Dubai. He has been working in Dubai for a long time. He was so hyped by the people who sponsored him. And this is a bad story. On the 3rd month, he was lacking, I think, 25 cc. But because the person is earning good money in his job, he purchased 25 cc worth of fab. When his bonus came, it was less. After a month or 2, he's gone. Wrong expectation. Disappointment. Make people quit in this business. The $450 milestone would go by unnoticed if the expectation was 2,000. So please remember this. And you should also share the $450 solution with them. How many? 7. Let us ask those people tomorrow if they're earning $450 as a supervisor. Share the $450 solution with them and make a public celebration out of every distributor achieving this level. And they will not drop out because they learned to expect that distributors earning $450 monthly do not quit. What I proposed to the leaders last Tuesday when I presented this for the first time was, I told them, if I am the upline in your organization, this is what I will tell people, that if they will reach $450 $450 bonus in their check for at least 3 months continuously, I will invite them